All right, everyone, welcome back to this episode of This Dude Started Something. Today's guests are low-key famous, and they still have to do homework. We've got two Gen Alpha legends in the studio.
And they're rolling with their dad, who ditched the corporate world to make content that actually means something. These two Gen Alpha legends probably understand content creation better than we understand taxes. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Right. Yeah, thanks for having us. This is great. Great
Oh yeah,
intro.
we're excited to talk today. I think first we should dive into like the background of how did this platform get created. I know that you left the corporate world. What made you make that decision to pursue this path?
Yeah, I would say it was a few factors. One is, as the company I was at, I was there for the last decade. Great ride, incredible growth. I did a lot of building and entrepreneurial things there, and had a lot of success. But as the company got bigger, I found myself not as good of a fit. I was more of like that builder fixer mentality, and so I was looking to make just a bit of a change to something a little bit more smaller and more entrepreneurial in nature. Meanwhile, I was kind of seeing what's going on in the world and a lot of craziness, and I'm looking at my two children thinking maybe, just maybe, there's something we can do together so that instead of just working and trying to pass on money to them, I can pass on skills, experience, the entrepreneurial spirit. And so that's kind of what fired it up. And then the other thing I would say is I would come home and we would have our kind of free time, and I would watch the kids, just death scrolling on social media. And usually it was cats on skateboards or some TikTok
I've seen that
reaction
one.
or whatever it might be. And I thought, well, this is sort of brain rot. So can we turn this consumption model into more of a production model? And meanwhile, the boys had both expressed interest, which is not odd for Gen Z, Gen Alpha to want to pursue something in the realm of influencer, YouTuber, etc. And so they both wanted to have YouTube channels. And I thought, well, what better opportunity than to do it together so that they're not going on this journey completely unguided. So
Yeah.
that's really what kicked us off and started this adventure of building a social media channel and starting our own podcast and being able to learn and grow and kind of work through it together.
Wow. Yeah, and I think that's a great point because you probably realize, wow, I'm spending so much time at this corporate job, because so many people have that mindset and you don't really get the family time that you need or want. And so working with your kids on a project like this definitely allows for more family time and more collaboration, allows them to learn things. So yeah, that's
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And it also ensures that they're growing up and being exposed to your values and not somebody's values, whether it's at school or
Hmm.
a buddy or whatever. And we can ensure that they're learning how to think and not necessarily what to think. And yeah,
Yeah.
and then we get to do it together. Like these are times I'm sure we're going to look back on and cherish. So
Definitely.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to make videos too, like with my dad, and it was always pretty fun. Like he invented a couple products, and he would like have me like do little commercials for him, and like I look back on those, and it's like so funny, and I'm like just really glad we did it. It's like really good bonding time.
Yeah.
yeah,
But like
that's
for you
cool.
guys to actually like have a crazy platform too at the same time is like really awesome. Did you expect it to be as big as it is now, or like were you just kind of um starting on a whim and you didn't really like, I don't know, what was the vision like when you first started?
We really didn't know. My background is engineering and business. So this is way out of my wheelhouse. So it's pretty uncomfortable to jump into, but I thought, well, what a great example maybe this could be for me to set is I'm willing to sort of put myself and ourself out there into an area that we're not that familiar with and learn and grow. So, I just researched, well, like what does a podcast setup look like? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you grow a social media account? And so, that's really where we started. We did, I mean, I would say we had a vision, like we could, if we found a niche and we could build good content and we could do that consistently over time, we felt like we could make something out of this. There's a lot of kids out there that want to see other kids doing something productive and providing value. So we did feel confident that we could build something. It was hard to like imagine sort of the scope of that, but we're still on a journey, and I think it's like a lot of things in life, it's time under pressure. And so if you can get into social media or podcasting and you can do it consistently and get a little bit better every time you do it, you're going to grow. I think it's just inevitable you're going to grow. And that's been our experience. And then the more your account grows, the more your account grows. And so as we've gotten larger, like the growth is actually accelerating. And so that's exciting and fun to see. What do you guys think?
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing, yeah. It's really cool to see it because, like, like a year, whatever ago, we were just like at 0 subs, and then now we're at like 2,000 on YouTube and like 30 something on Instagram.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
cool, and now we're recognized in public sometimes, which is strange.
Shoot, dude.
But
Really?
it's kind of cool.
yeah.
You guys are famous for real.
When
That's
I
cool.
first started, I didn't really imagine that we would go like all the way to the number that we are today on like Instagram and all that. So it's like kind of a surprise to me, but like once you get like the wheels moving, then you can really just like keep doing it, and then you it just gets faster and faster, and
Yeah.
it just keeps
Mhm.
growing.
Does it
Yeah.
ever feel like work to you boys, Max and Will? Like, do you guys ever dread it? Like, wake up and be like, "Oh, we have to make a video today," or are you guys normally pretty excited about it?
We do sometimes have those days. Sometimes we get home from school and Dad's like, "Well, now we gotta make a video," and we're like,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
We want to relax,
Yeah.
but most times it's just getting into it, and then once we're into it, then it's actually fun to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. Was there any
Most
pushback
of-
at the beginning, like for you guys? Were you guys like, what are you smoking, Dad? I don't want to make a video. Or like, were you like down from the beginning to like start this platform? Or were you guys like, I mean, did it take some time to get with it, or did you guys have fun from the start?
Well, we did kind of, well, it really started, me and Will were like freaking out because we were like, we want to start our own YouTube channel. And then Dad was like, why don't we make a family one? And we were like, all right, yeah, let's do it. So really we were excited about it. We didn't have any like really, I mean, we had some hesitations to get like maybe, since we're starting a pretty controversial one, then we were thinking of the hate that we might get. Those are like some of the topics that we might worry about, but otherwise, we just wanted to start.
Yeah. Oh, I dig that, dude. What do you think you guys have learned like throughout this whole process? Like, I mean, yeah, like one thing that comes to mind is like I feel like dealing with the hate would be a hard thing to deal with. Have you guys figured out how to maneuver around that, or what else have you learned through the whole process?
The hate is a little bit strange because almost every other day Dad gets like a private DM or that's like, "I hate you guys," or like a death threat or something. And we've just learned like these people they're just talking online. I feel like if they went up to us in real life,
It would
I
be
don't know if they would be like, "I hate you," right? In front of me and Max, right?
Yeah.
That would be kind of harsh. And then like you can say you want to kill somebody or something, but you'd never probably do that, especially when there's a law literally against it.
Good thing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
good
true.
thing.
That's law.
Yeah, we get crazy. I mean, I think just in general, the internet can be pretty toxic, no matter what kind of content you put
Yeah.
out.
It's
And
everywhere. There's no
it's
escape. Right?
unbelievable. Like people are just like conditioned these days to be critical and hateful, and they get some kind of satisfaction out of it. It's a real like unfortunate element of society, and I think it's a deterioration of morals. But besides that, it's like, yeah. So we talked a lot about that, didn't we, boys? Like okay, we're gonna get a lot of feedback, no matter what we do, and so we just have to have thick skin and not worry about it.
Mhm.
But yeah, we've gotten like crazy stuff. We've had to report a few things, not just in like the social media platforms, but to the authorities. So it's
Wow.
you just don't know like how serious some of
Right.
some of them are.
Yeah,
And
take it all serious. Yeah.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
had to do things like protecting our information. We've been doxxed and things like that. So it's pretty wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's cool that you guys are able to do it together. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just cool that Max and Will, you got your dad there to like
Yeah.
help you through it. Then
Yeah, I
eventually,
think. I mean, I think the risk to do it, because I'll say, like, we have a lot of youth that reach out and they want to maybe come on our podcast or come on one of our live sessions, and we have a requirement for parental consent to do that. And what I find is a lot of these kids don't have parental consent. So what it tells me is there's a lot of young people that are on these platforms without their parents' guidance. And so yes, we're putting content out there, but so are a bunch of people that don't have their parents sort of putting guardrails on it, which
Yep.
that would make me like really nervous. At least we've got guardrails. Like, we look at our content together, we build our content together, we look at our comments together, we talk about our strategy together, and all of that. So yeah, you mentioned earlier, like, in terms of the workload, one thing I think early on it was a little chaotic, right, boys? But now we've gotten a bit of a system, and so, for example, we record podcasts. We have 2 days. We'll do that on typically a Thursday or a Sunday, and we have time slots that people can go and schedule those. We'll have a couple of business meetings for our channel every week. And so now it's sort of like conditioned us into a habit of, okay, this is when we focus on the business or a podcast. And that's helped a lot, because when it just sort of comes up randomly, like, oh guys, hey, we have this thing this afternoon we got to do, then those surprises tend to get kids a little squirrely. But when they're conditioned to learn and know that this is the day where we do this, that is very helpful. Just like adults, to be honest. Like, when you have a schedule or a habit, you are much better about sticking to it and not getting distracted.
Yeah. Building habits are really important like that. And kind of going back to what you were saying about how kids aren't supervised on social media, they're kind of skipping that step of like how to think about something and being told what to think. Because whenever you're just free scrolling, like, you're just taking everything like, okay, I'm just going to believe this and this and this, and I'm going to follow these people without actually understanding first why you should think that, or because they're just so young. It's good that you're there with these boys and helping them learn, how to control it. Because these social media platforms, I mean, they have so much control, and you never know what you're going to find on there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the algorithms will show you more of what you watch or comment or like on. So the challenge with that is it almost like takes you further into an echo chamber of whatever it might be. And the risk with that is that you don't see the other side. And while our content is maybe, slanted in terms of certain things that we put out, behind that, we definitely talk about, like, well, what are the benefits and drawbacks of this issue, and we try to talk about those clearly together so that we can ultimately be confident in our position or our ideas. And I think that's just really important for parents in general to do that with kids.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's not like, I mean, like some parents are like, no scrolling, no social media, no like TV even. I just think there's a balance, and I think like what you guys are doing is a perfect balance, because it's like you're there with them, Matt, to like navigate them, like what they're watching. Also, like, learning how to post stuff is a big, like, the future is like social media and content creation, and like being able to talk to a camera, like, in reality.
Yes,
And like learning how to
100%.
do that at a young age is very, very important.
So true.
Yeah, that's another big factor in why we did this. Is obviously, I talked about wanting to build entrepreneurial skills with the boys, but as I look into the future, it's digital marketing, advertising, communication. Like, these are the skills that are going to be important. And so you can get a lot of that without a huge investment by doing really what we're doing. And maybe, Will, you can talk about a couple of things you did.
Yeah, I've actually done some things. For example, I started an eBay account, or I'm actually using Dad's eBay account, but I'm the one listing and selling things. So that's fun. We also started. Dad also helped me start up our merch, and also our or the place where you can buy the merch. How to set that whole thing up. So we've worked on that. I've figured out now how to like make designs and how to list them and put them on to the merch store and all that stuff, how to sell them, all that stuff. So those are some things I've been doing.
Yeah, so it's a great example of like kids can learn entrepreneurial skills very low cost. Like it doesn't cost anything to set up an eBay account and sell junk around the house. You learn how to list, research, list, sell, market, ship, manage customer experience, right? All of that. And the same thing with our website. Will helped out a lot with our website, and then we connected a print to order store to our website so we can sell merch, and mostly it's like family and friends, but like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so the real benefit or value there is he's learned how to do this, and that's just so, I mean, I just think like that's so cool at the age of 12, 13 to be able to know that you could set up a business for basically zero cost, holding zero inventory, and start selling stuff.
Yeah, dude. Bro, I was just digging for worms when I was like your age, doing nothing, man. But that's really cool, man.
We dig for worms too, actually, but
Oh, really? Oh, I mean, it's educational, dude. It's like I didn't realize you could cut them and then they keep moving. That's pretty crazy.
What's happening?
Yeah, so I want to dive into some Gen Alpha stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys? Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm getting to the point. It's kind of crazy. I never thought this would happen, but like I'm like disconnected from like the younger generation, and I have no idea what like some of the slang that you guys say is.
I don't really know most of it either.
Really?
I'll
that's
say
probably
like
Yeah, sometimes.
there's like what is it? Well, people say a lot of words like or how to say it, but the thing is, have you guys like used like thanks as THX?
Oh yeah, I don't
Like
do it.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean a lot of the people in our generations like like kind of shorten a lot of words. I'll say that.
Mhm.
And then also they say like I don't know all of the words, but it's like skibbity,
Oh yeah.
like
Briz,
yeah, Riz, drip. I think is like clothes and stuff.
Sigma.
Oh,
Yeah,
drip's going back.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of it.
what is Sigma?
I actually don't know.
I don't know. They just
I think
randomly
it's
say
something
it.
cool.
Yeah, I feel like it might be something cool too. I don't know. We were trying to figure it out, like, so we could like understand what you guys are saying. But it sounds like you guys actually like know the English,
Yeah.
real
Anytime
stuff.
sometimes I ask people in our grade, like they say these weird things, and it's like, what does that mean? And it's like, I don't know. So they just say random things. I don't really
No,
know
it's
what
getting
it
to the point
means.
where it's just kind of like it's just like they're, I don't know, just saying random stuff because it's like they feel like they have to maybe like that's like what's cool to say. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
like a new cool thing.
It's kind of weird, but like the whole word itself doesn't even really mean anything. It's just like they're saying it. It's like they're running
Yeah.
out of jokes, dude. It's kind of sad.
It's possible.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Riz, skibbity. What? So we found Skibbity toilet. You familiar with this?
Yeah.
Oh God.
The boys showed me this, and
we
my
did.
life was changed forever. I mean,
That's understandable.
We didn't show you it. We talked about it once on a podcast with somebody, and then you searched it up.
Yeah, we didn't like.
well, I never heard of it, and
You did never know of it.
I mean, who would have thunk that you could like get rich or make a business by building animations of a head sticking out of a toilet and singing? Like that is the wild, like
Yeah.
That is the
like
American
you can
dream,
literally
baby.
make money doing anything these days. It's so crazy.
It's unbelievable.
It's the American
I
dream.
mean-
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Dude, you know what I love about you guys is like I feel like you guys all have like your own like voice and it doesn't seem like scripted or anything. Like you know what I mean? Like when I see you guys' videos, you guys really have like you guys know what you're talking about and it's cool to see like you guys' content because it's just genuine, you know?
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah.
Thanks.
And yeah, also I don't know if I said, but like thanks for coming on today, like and making the
Oh,
time
yeah.
to come on. We wrote down like a bunch of different questions about like some questions we want to ask you guys.
I got a good one to
you got
get
a
us
good one?
started. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max and Will, what do you guys want to be when you grow up?
NFL player.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
I already played football. I'm still
Halfway
kind of
there?
questioning. I'm still questioning my position because I'm more of an offensive guy, even though defense I like tackling people. It's kind of like a boy thing. But otherwise, I like being a running back, wide receiver, and a quarterback. I do all of it. So
All right.
then I'm kind of like feeling, I don't know which one I'm gonna do fully. I'm still questioning my main one. So yeah.
All right.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
That's good. You go to different routes that you can go in the NFL. No pun intended. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Will, what about you?
Um, it's kind of strange, but
Oh no.
I like
There we go.
I like listen. I like
I'm
learning
nervous right now.
about
Nuclear science.
nuclear stuff,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
nuclear bombs, all that stuff.
Mm.
I
Oh,
think it would
dang.
be cool if I was a nuclear engineer, like
Dude.
nuclear reactors and stuff.
We need those. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
they're like the way to the future. It's super cool.
Yeah.
I love those things.
Dang,
Kind
Anyway.
of funny.
dude.
We'll change from an architecture to a nuclear engineer.
I mean, like I've always been interested in it, and then I learned about it in science, and I was like, "Holy smokes, this is so cool!" So
Yeah.
that's
No, that is
that's where I
crazy.
am right now.
I've
Yeah.
never heard a kid say that, so that definitely says something
Yeah.
about you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we
That's
got
so
two
crazy.
very different personalities in the house. One like very very technical minded, and the other's a little more loose and silly. So
Dad literally calls me young Oppenheimer.
mm,
I don't know.
yeah,
Awesome.
but we need like I think the reality is nuclear power is probably the future,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
so we need good engineers in that. We had the opportunity to tour an atomic museum in Vegas last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were at 10x.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
cool.
I actually took Will to a leadership conference called GrowthCon in Vegas. It's put on by Grant Cardone and the 10X
Mhm.
community, and so that was a cool experience because one, you get to kind of do something one-on-one with your son. Max and I, so I try to do something uniquely with each of them once or twice a year so that we can just get one-on-one time and bonding. But we went to this business conference and heard leaders and celebrities speak about their path, and that was pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah. If you guys were going to start like your own country, what would be the first law?
Ooh, I don't know. Oh man, that's a tricky one.
First law.
You have to cross the border legally,
I like that.
or
Valid.
else you are deported.
Wow.
I mean, that sets it up. That's a good first law, I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's good.
That's a good one, dude. Yeah, what about you, Max? You got
I
one?
prefer to have like
I have no clue. Probably same as Will, but otherwise maybe like normal. I don't know.
probably also maybe no murder.
Yeah,
Something
no,
like
yeah,
that.
I like
like
that.
no
That was
stealing.
probably a good one.
No stealing. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, like the founding
pers-
fathers, they had a pretty good idea and they did the Bill of Rights.
Yeah.
Oh no,
So
yeah.
maybe
Okay.
maybe a few of those.
So you're thinking like a copy and paste?
A
Yeah.
little bit, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Or maybe
I wouldn't call them
ChatGPT
the
it.
Bill of Rights. I call them the Rights of Bill. Yeah.
Oh,
Will
Dude.
and not Bill, right?
Oh, the rights of Will. It's your country, Will. So yeah, why
exactly.
I could see Will like being the name of the country too.
not?
Yeah.
Will.
Willsville.
Let's go
Let's
to
go to
Will.
Willsville. Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, dude.
That'd be funny.
Do you guys use AI at all, like in your content creation, like ChatGPT?
Actually, Dad just posted one where he did one with AI and he was just like, make this man I don't know, make this man like happy, and then it's like make this man even more happy. This is the best day of his life, and then it like goes on for that. So he did like a video about that.
Just yeah.
Yeah, we used the AI image generation, and so you could say like, show me a happy guy. No, more happy, super happy, best day of his life, ecstatically happy, and it'll go through this progression. There's kind of like a social media trend of posting stuff like that. So we did that in kind of our genre of content, and it's pretty funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
we use it for a lot of our descriptions. We'll usually use it to come up with questions. So if we're interviewing somebody in a certain area, we'll say, hey, we're interviewing an athlete that's a professional bobsledder. What are some good questions about bobsledding? And then we'll usually find a few questions in there. So yeah, we're using AI for our content and our descriptions and titles and captions and things like that.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. And also
Yeah.
scary.
Definitely.
Right. Yeah.
Like Waymos, they might take over one day.
Oh my gosh, I have a strange obsession with Waymos taking over the world. Waymos are devil cars.
Oh, those
Wow.
are those cars that are driving by themselves, right? And like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
scary.
They're so
Okay.
creepy because like
they,
there's like no and the thing is people say like AI are way more protective. AI is programmed by a human, so like
Mhm.
like you know it's kind of scary.
oh yeah.
I don't know. They're getting less accidents than humans, Max.
I know.
I still don't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot
Yeah.
of them here. We live in Phoenix, and there's a lot of Waymos here.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah. No, I've
Yeah, they
heard of
haven't
those.
got here yet.
No, yeah, they're in like the bigger cities and stuff. I think. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but yeah, I mean, like, it's weird because it's like, yeah, they're getting less accidents, but like also, what if you make them so smart they can start making their own decisions and stuff? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skynet.
Like they start taking people and just like giving them to like a warehouse or somewhere far off where they're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be be wild.
Scary.
Dang, dude. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I also like using AI because, like you said, it is pretty handy if you need to like come up with questions or like.
Oh yeah. I mean, we use it for our summaries of episodes. We put in the entire transcript of the episode, and we're like, "Hey, summarize this into 2 paragraphs," and bang, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Very
super
cool.
clutch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty good with descriptions and stuff.
hmm
Do you guys each
Yeah.
have a phone?
No.
No. And I'm fine not having one. We do have Apple Watches,
Okay.
but a phone,
Too much.
I don't know.
I feel like I don't know what Dad said. I think didn't you say like we're gonna get one like 17, right?
I don't know. We didn't really put an age on it. I just figured the time will present itself when a phone is maybe important for you.
Yeah. I'm
But
not
yeah.
ready.
I personally feel like I like their idea about not having a phone because a phone doesn't really help you at all unless if like you want to play a game basically. Because you can still call people on a watch, you can still text people on a watch. Those are like the 2 main things that you need to have. Everything else is just like kind of unnecessary unless if it's like apps for something else.
What do you see most of your friends doing on their phones?
Playing video games or scrolling on YouTube.
One of them,
Our content, hopefully.
well,
No.
Yeah.
it's kind of a 50-50. One of them doesn't really use it very much. The other one, he likes looking at a lot of YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's scary. I feel like having a phone at a young age, like we haven't really seen the full effects of it yet. I feel like it can affect your personality in a way, or make you a little bit more like maybe antisocial or something because you're just scrolling all the time. So I think it's
Yeah.
honestly very, very.
I think there is
smart
that
not to do
risk, that dopamine hit. It's like a drug. I mean, they've done studies in terms of the shorts and reels. The attention span is getting shorter and shorter, almost exponentially over the last decade of
Yeah.
how much attention span people have. And so they're just trying to get dopamine hits in the least amount of time possible. And so, yeah, you wonder what that does for people in terms of real world experience. And I think one area is instant versus delayed gratification. I think we see this a lot with young people today, is the unwillingness to have delayed gratification, and because they're just so conditioned to have instant gratification. So that I think is going to be risky. But you're right. I don't know that like we fully know the effects of how this is going to affect or impact kids.
Yeah, and it's kind of difficult too as a content creator that like I've seen, you know, me and Oliver, we post reels and stuff, and you guys too. Do you deal with like, I don't know, having to debate posting like short form content or like long content? Because it's like you almost have to keep up with the trend of like keeping people's attention spans and keeping it short videos, but it's also like you don't really support the like lack of attention. So it's like hard because you have to choose, okay, do we push our content out and make it super like fast pace, or do we slow it down and risk not getting as much attention? And it's like, do you guys deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it. I probably think about that more just in terms of like views and growth of the channel and all of that. But we've certainly talked about it just from a value perspective. Like we want to instill good habits, productive thinking, critical thinking, but you can't really get that across in a 15-second reel or short.
Exactly.
So we struggle with that a bit. However, our perspective is if we can get people into our community and ecosystem, then we can expose them to our longer form content, our podcasts, our
That's exactly how we feel.
roundtables, and our live sessions where we go into the nuance, because on these short form materials, you can't get into any nuance. And so we might publish something about topic A or B, and we say, this is our take on it, but it doesn't reflect like all of the nuance within it. It's just like our end take. And so then people have very like dramatic responses to that one way or the other, and don't see the thought that goes behind it, or they don't see the longer form discussion that it maybe got pulled from on a podcast. Even like we'll publish like you do shorts and stuff from our podcast, but you don't get the full context. And so it can be misleading, but at the same time, if you want to grow, you have to have some level, in my opinion, of rage bait. Like people are either going to have a polarized reaction, for or against what you put out, and then that will bring people in. And so that's been my experience.
Yeah, that's really true. Like rage bait has taken the world by storm, and it works. I mean, it really does. Like for interaction, it pushes your content out like crazy. And Brayden, maybe we should like look into just rage baiting.
I talk to other influencers. Yeah, you should. I talk to other influencers that really struggle with this too, where maybe they've got a teaching platform. And so if they're doing something very non-biased or non-partisan or non-controversial, they have a hard time getting reach because they don't have controversy. And generally, hate and controversy is what propels and fuels the internet, because that's what keeps people in the app, because they want to comment and then they want to see who responds to the comment and what they say. And so it's unfortunate that social media is designed to basically make us angry, but if you can use that as a mechanism to funnel people into the longer content, that's I think a good plan.
Yeah. No, it's scary, but it's a good strategy, I think.
All right. You want to hop back into the questions, dude?
Oh yeah, I had one. If you guys had to eat one food for the rest of your life, like the same food, what food are you choosing?
Did you guys get this idea from a rapid fire thing? I remember we had one of these questions once.
Ooh. Because I'm thinking about like my favorite, like pizza, and I'm just like.
Or crab.
Yeah, but crab. Ooh, that one's a good choice. Yeah.
Or get like a pizza with everything on it, so you can just pick off the stuff you don't want. Does that count, or is that cheating?
Well, that's big brain thinking.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Including pineapple?
Oh. I like it. You don't like it?
Is a crime.
Oh man.
Let's see here.
I mean, I could. No, well, I might do. I like that actually. I might do like pizza with veggies on it, so then I can take the veggies off and have that with the pizza.
Okay.
There's
and
a
not
few
on
things.
it. That's weird.
There's like a few things I like. Lately, I've been getting a lot into biscuits and gravy.
Oh gosh.
But after a few bites, that it the good taste starts turning into.
That's true.
Like,
That's so true, because it's like everything tastes the same like in about 5 bites, and someone needs to solve that.
Yeah, and that's just like you're eating out of like a box or something.
Yeah, so we've done that, and then lately I've been trying chicken and waffles.
That's good.
That's
so
really
I might
good.
have that. That thing, chicken waffles. They may have bacon on the side or something. Oh my gosh, it'd be delicious.
Oh. I can tell he's thinking about it right now.
I love that stuff.
He gets up and leaves, just get chicken and waffles.
Breakfast is the best part of the day.
Oh, I agree, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They say it's like the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
Get you fueled for the day.
The best food.
It's making me hungry.
Yeah, you got the waffles, you got the pancakes, you got the chicken and waffles. I said waffles again.
Bacon.
Yeah, you got the bacon, you got the gravy and biscuits.
Eggs?
Yeah, eggs. You get
hash browns.
Yeah, bagels. I mean, it's like so good.
Yeah.
What do you say to the people out there that think eggs are bad for you? I've heard people say that eggs are bad for you.
I'll say no.
That's a good answer.
Because the thing is, I bet if you look up if eggs are good for you on Google Chrome, you will find out that they're pretty good for you.
Okay. Make sure it's Chrome too. I think you get faster.
Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, actually, I'm not a big fan of eggs for some reason. I've just never really.
He's never tried them.
No, I've tried them actually like 3 or so times. Every time I hated them though. Last time I tried them though was like 2 years ago. Granted, I still don't really like them very much, but I don't have like a hate relationship with eggs. People can eat eggs.
I feel like these days you can look at any food and you'll find somebody that says it's great and bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. I think we just try to figure out like what's the most natural foods we can eat and consume and not go overboard on anything.
Yeah. That's smart. Yeah.
It's a good way to do it. Who's you guys' favorite celebrities, Max and Will? Celebrity, pro athlete, just anyone.
Pro athlete. I was like, not a pro athlete, but probably. I mean, he's from Minnesota. My mom's from Kansas City. Big Patrick Mahomes and Justin Jefferson fan. I'll say those are some celebrities I like. But otherwise, I mean, I think, yeah, never mind.
Gotcha.
Would
Yeah, that's
Elon
good.
Musk be considered that?
Oh,
I find it-
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he's a pretty cool dude.
I saw that coming.
Maybe like his politics, right? I like his politics and everything, but I mainly like the thing that he's done with all the businesses he's done,
Yeah.
right? Like Tesla
That's
is
such a
so
Will
cool.
answer.
He basically reinvented the car, and then like Oh yeah, he also bought Twitter and turned it into X, which I think made it like a free platform again, because like they were censoring things and stuff.
Yeah.
Overall, he's just like a sick dude. He just like makes cool things, reinvents cool things. He's a smart man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's sad
Yeah,
he's
it
getting a bunch of hate right now. It's kind of
Yeah.
really sad. I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys have seen that, but
Oh yeah. Yeah.
very very messed up and not cool at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably the brightest mind of our era, but a lot of people are trashing him because of his affiliation with
Yeah.
Doge and Trump and all of that. And so, nonetheless, I think it's hard to argue that he's not a brilliant mind or he hasn't brought incredible ideas to fruition. And so, you kind of have to respect that. But he's a brilliant mind, and Will likes those kinds of people. So
Definitely.
Those people are cool.
Will, I have a follow-up question. If you could have Elon Musk on your podcast, would you rather have that or to never have to pay taxes?
Oh man.
Oh.
It's definitely
Wow.
a stumper.
that's a difficult one.
Dude, that is tough.
Oof.
So it's basically like
I mean,
be
like,
Joe Rogan or just never play taxes.
You know, I feel like I might do the taxes because you can always just like see him on the news or like on Joe Rogan or whatever. Hasn't he been on like Joe Rogan like 4 times or something?
Yeah, several
Probably.
times.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but it's
you
like
can
also
always do
you.
that.
Yeah, but you could potentially, like, your podcast could blow up because you have him on there, and then it's like you're making money from that. Your taxes don't really matter that much for real.
Still,
But then
taxes
that means,
suck.
but that
Oh, yeah.
means then you
Amen.
have that money, but then taxes just kind of shortens it. But then, even though you have that money, you don't worry. Like just what you said, you don't worry about taxes. So basically, since then after you get all that money, I just totally forgot. It just blasted out of my mind. But
Wow.
yeah. So you get all that money, and then you have to still pay taxes. So your money's still going down after.
That's
all of
true.
that. So then.
That's
But then
tough,
after,
dang.
if you don't pay taxes, and let's say there's like a free pizza every single day, if you eat it, you get another free pizza. Then that means
What are you
basically
talking about?
you'll just have the same money.
No, I'm
Max,
following
what are
him.
you
I'm
talking
following
I
him.
kind of get it.
It's,
How did you equate taxes to free pizza?
no, if you have
That's a
free-
weird take.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll have
I
to.
like
Okay,
it.
that's interesting. Maybe we can build some content around that.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I got a good would you rather. Would you rather have to be stuck in a cave for 3 days straight, no food or water,
Mr. Beast.
or have to
With-
eat an entire evergreen tree. You seen those trees?
Oh my god.
Eat an entire
Oh.
evergreen tree.
Yeah, you know how like spiky they are?
Eat one.
Yeah, you got to
That's-
eat it.
What? Wait, how big is an evergreen tree?
It's pretty
We-
big, Max.
We can go small size.
Is there like a
You guys know what evergreen trees are?
No,
They're-
I didn't
do we
know.
That's
like
the
is there like a
pine
time
tree.
limit?
Pine trees?
You
Pine
have a
tree,
week to eat the tree.
Only a week?
Yeah, dude, that's
Holy
like 2
shit.
smoothies a day. It's not that bad.
Maybe like I'd probably do the evergreen tree.
Is
Splint
it just the
tree.
branches or the center part too?
Dude, you gotta eat all of it, bro. You gotta eat the
I'll probably
roots,
eat
dude.
the evergreen tree.
I'm taking the
You eat
cave.
evergreen tree?
Yeah.
How would you even go about that?
I mean,
Dad-
I'm
Dad.
hungry all the time.
Dad, you would have to
Dude,
either that
dude.
or you're stuck in a cave for 3 days without
Yeah,
any
he ate
food
the
or
crab.
water.
It's just like the crab.
Max ate like $150 worth of crab, so he's probably
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't know how your body would process that. That might be you might be in a cave anyway after you eat a pine tree.
I don't think
That's a lot of
I'm
splinters, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, like
you
an
really
Still-
have to. You'd have to really like blend it up fine.
You'd
Wow.
basically you'd basically have to gain a lot of body fat if you went to live inside of a cave for that long though.
Yeah, 3 days.
Point.
3 days? That's a
Yeah,
long
that's a lot of
time.
water.
Yeah,
Also,
you got
I
to
don't know.
bulk.
But people do fasting and they don't eat for like 3 days sometimes.
But
I
they
think.
Those
do
people are
drink
insane.
water.
I don't
Need
know how
water,
they do
yeah.
that. I wish I
Well-
could
I
do
mean,
that,
I don't
but
think we
no.
can survive 3 days without water.
No, I
What
don't
is
think
it
so.
like?
What's the limit, Oliver? Do you know that? Is it like 7 days? Or
I
what?
think it's like 7.
Yeah.
So technically, you should be able to. Although you're you're smaller, maybe.
You probably start having some crazy side effects around like day 4, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, probably like some hallucinations and stuff.
All right, I got a good one. Max,
Good
if I right now just gave you $1 million, what are you spending it on?
That's so good.
Oh, can I save it?
Oh my gosh.
What a smart
Said
answer.
no 11-year-old ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can save it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your million.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably save it because then when I get older, I can. That will be for like taxes and stuff, and I can maybe buy like a house or something. Maybe, yeah.
Wow. That's a good answer. Will, what about you?
Probably the same thing. Or invest it.
Yeah.
Oh, invest
better.
in the-
I've been doing for
stocks.
some reason lately. I've been very interested in crypto. So
Oh.
maybe I'd put all that million in like Bitcoin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will,
would that be-
Will is researching how to make our own meme coin.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
classic rug
GSD
pull.
coin.
GST, yeah, GST
It's a
meme coin, and sell NFTs maybe, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Well, because
Yeah,
you
we-
don't really need anything special. It's just like, here is a blank piece of paper. I am listing it for $5 million.
Mm. Yeah,
And then
It's
you get a
another- it's
premium every time
another,
it's
like-
sold.
yeah. It's another low barrier to entry business. You can sell digital art as NFTs. Like, you don't need that much to get started.
Yeah, I remember we looked at that for a little bit, and remember that, Oliver? It was kind of weird. It
Yeah,
was like when,
yeah, we were doing it.
when it
for
first
sure.
started.
Yeah, but I feel like then it kind of fell off, and also like it kind of just started to be like a money laundering thing, where it's like
Yeah.
you see that certain things just sell for $1 million, and it's like, all right, that's a little suspicious.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. Yeah, what would you guys'
kind of like
meme coin-
that banana artwork, the
Yeah,
banana
I've
taped
seen
to the
that.
wall
Oh
for
my-
6 million or
That's
what was
insane.
it? Something like that.
6
That's
million,
something
yeah.
ridiculous,
Like,
bro.
yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
I just
clearly
love what it says
something-
about society, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's like
what-
maybe if it was a banana that didn't get like overripe or whatever, you know, if
Yeah.
it was like the
I mean, that's
yellow infinity banana or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
And you're like, why did they have to
Or
do
like
a
one of those
brown
Fortnite
banana?
golden bananas. Didn't they have golden bananas?
Oh
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Really?
like the thing is, like a guy could just like take that off the wall and like tape it, eat it, grab one from his fridge, just put it back into the place.
retape it. You don't think
He
anybody
just
would
ate
notice?
a $6 million banana.
Dang, dude.
Max is onto something. We gotta do that.
Dang. What would your guys' meme coin be called if you had one?
I have 2 ideas.
Okay.
One, for GSD, it would be called the GSD meme coin. Or 2,
Okay.
if I just made my
Classy.
own for fun, it would be called Dragon Toad for
I
no
like
reason at all.
He's
That's
Why
kind of
not?
fire.
so Will's basically searching up. He is trying to make AI images of dragon toads. He's searching up dragon toads, and he's trying to
good
make
idea.
it in a game called Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
It's
think
it's
he's
a
onto something.
strange thing.
Dragon
it's
Toad
kinda
could go viral. Like there might
Exactly.
be a
You
lot of
need
people that
something
want the
stupid
Dragon
to go
Toad
viral.
coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could see it popping off. It almost seems like the name doesn't really matter as much as like what people are buying, what people are
Yeah. It's
going
almost
for.
like trading cards. It's more of a collectible and
Yep.
demand-based thing, and so yeah, it's hard, yeah, kind of hard to understand, but
yeah.
Exactly. And like you could make like billions of shares. It's insane. How's
can,
it even
yeah.
possible?
Yeah, you can. You guys
Pretty
probably
big.
bought
Makes
Hawk Tuah
sense.
coin. You guys buy that?
No, I saw that rug pull from a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Shocker, right? Shocker.
Yeah.
That this didn't go well.
Yeah.
So
No, I had Dogecoin when it was at nothing, just nothing, and I would have had $4.5 million if I would have held.
Dude.
oh,
Oh
So-
man,
Now
that
I'm depressed.
sucks.
Now
Yeah.
it's just regret.
I know
so
it's tough. It's tough,
If only had a time machine.
oh.
right?
Don't do
That's
it.
so
I,
crazy.
I made like $27 with how much I had, and I was like, oh, selling. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know that. That's actually crazy.
Brutal.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I got another stumper here. Kind of sidetracking, but would you guys? Let's get Max your opinion first, because I feel like I know what Will's gonna say. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Wait, a duck-sized horse.
So a small horse. Wait.
I'd probably do the duck-sized horses, because, like, the thing is, I could probably get onto, like, I don't know, like, half of me. I can just get onto that and, like, have a baseball bat and just knock them down one by one. So, I mean, that's probably my strat, so 100 duck-sized horses.
Okay.
Wait, I'm just curious. What do you think I would have said?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say just drop a nuke on them. Just do both. Fight them both.
Oh, come on. I would do the giant duck, right? You just like get
Yeah.
on top of it, strangle it to death or something.
It's a pretty big. You think you
Will,
could
do
strangle a
think
horse?
Duck have duck-
A horse with a
Dad,
beak.
all the tiny things, Dad, if they get too close to you, you're screwed, right? Dad, they're like quack, 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 quack. And they're like, wah! And they're just like start going on you,
Mm.
just like dying.
But
just,
there's
like
only
slowly going
100.
to the ground.
Yeah,
and
it's like-
covered by ducks. It's just like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but it's like death by one beak swipe or death by 1,000 beak swipes,
No,
maybe. I don't,
wait, did you say 1,000 or 100?
100.
100, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
smaller.
yeah, it's way smaller than 1,000. So then, I feel like that might have been, yeah.
So Matt, you think you're dying no matter what?
Well, I would personally go with the small. I think my chances of survival are a lot higher. If you make one wrong move against a horse-sized anything, you're done, in my opinion.
Mm.
So I would definitely
True.
go for the smaller option, because I think
Okay.
I think I could rally and just go berserker mode and take them out. Yeah.
That's true.
That
And it's
would
like-
be so overwhelming.
It'd be insane, yeah. But like, imagine, and you got to stay away from water too, because think about it, like they're like half in water, half out. So it's like you really gotta play the geography right.
Yes, they'd have a definite advantage there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oliver, you got something?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just go next on the list. Boys, do you know what a DVD is?
Yes.
yes.
It's
okay.
the thing that you put into that other thing, and then it plays like a video.
My
Like a movie.
my aunt had one, or she has a lot of them, and then she moved houses, and now she no longer, don't really use
It's so
them anymore.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
No worries,
Maybe
we're
I-
not that young.
Well,
Well, I think
Is
an
it
average,
viable?
like, 13-year-old would probably like, I don't know, maybe a little curious about the DVD. I don't know. Remember when Blu-ray was like the new, remember when Blu-ray was like the new technology?
yeah,
Mhm.
It was like I was like, dude, wait,
Man.
does it run Blu-ray?
yeah,
Yeah.
And that was like
Yeah.
that was like a Tesla, basically.
Yeah.
Um,
I had one of those for a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had a walk. I'm old, so I had a Walkman, like the big with the tape
Yeah.
cassette you'd put in
Yeah.
that you had to rewind it manually. Like
From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he's got one
yeah,
of those.
exactly.
They're
Exactly. I had one
reliable.
of those and mowed the
Yeah.
lawn with. It was great.
Yeah. Wait, so boys, you said that sometimes you get spotted in public.
Oh yeah.
What is that like? Like, and also, is there any like specific interactions that you had that you remember that you want to tell us like, a little story about?
Well, I mean, the story that I would probably tell you about is that we were at CrossFit, and this a fan of ours was in town. He went to the same CrossFit class that day at the same time, and then we kind of met him.
Probably on
He
purpose.
was a literal he was so good at burpees. I mean, he flew over but he could do 3 in maybe 2 seconds. It
Oh,
was
shoot.
awesome.
Whoa,
Yeah.
He was like a full-on athlete. I think he was a
Superhuman.
personal trainer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Flash.
He'd literally be on his hands. He just you. He's on the other
It's like
side.
a-
You're just like, how bad?
Just bouncing over the bar doing burpees. It was a partner workout, and so yeah, he was there. I partnered up with him. The boys partnered together. The guy just roasted me. It was unbelievable. Yeah, but that was fun. And we got a picture. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing to be good at burpees, dude.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've
I think-
actually now been recognized in school a few times,
Oh.
which is kind of crazy. Of course, this is I've only been recognized maybe 7 times or so, of the most.
That's a lot.
So I'm not necessarily good with answers to when people recognize me. I'm just like, oh, nice, thank you, right? Instead of making a
Subscribe to the
conversation, I'm not
channel.
very good. But one time recognized me because we were on Nickelodeon once, and then literally yesterday, somebody recognized me. Like yesterday, from the time we were recording this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was walking down because I was leaving because I had a doctor appointment, and the dude was like, "Oh, I like your Instagram," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Dude,
It's kind of
That's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
that's cool, man. That's
Yeah.
wild. That's like every kid's dream almost, I feel like.
It's a dream until it happens, and you're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
It's kind of stressing you
what's
out.
happening?
Imagine being Mr. Beast, because I think there's an app where you can put hashtag Mr. Beast or something, and you can know his exact location. I remember people an Instagram feed. So then everyone went to his exact location in a Walmart. I saw it was
Yeah.
What?
How
People
does
are
Mr.
following him
Beast not
because they
patch
think
that?
he's always going to be up to some kind of money giveaway stunt. So there's massive
Right.
group that crowdsource and follow him and tag where he's at. It's pretty wild. Think about
That's
the lack
crazy.
of privacy that poor guy has.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So it's just people hashtagging, people keeping track of them, yo, Mr. Beast is here, and then people see that,
Mhm.
and then they go and
they
find
go,
him.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude. At first I thought he had he just had a tracker put in him or something.
Yeah, that's what I know.
That would be a
Maybe
little
he
bit
does.
crazy.
They on his phone.
That's true.
Went to a
Yeah, I wouldn't
restaurant
be
and
surprised if
started
somebody leaked
tracking
his
Mhm.
phone GPS or whatever. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's probably a little stressful for you guys, people just stopping you, your channel, maybe not in the mood to talk, and they're still just really I don't know. I just feel like it'd be tough having a camera in your face all the time.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, I'm sure.
Have you ever
Anybody has
Definitely
picture?
not normal.
Most people that have stopped us are favorable. They like what we do,
Mhm.
and so that's neat.
That's good.
You had
Yeah,
pictures or I think you even signed a couple of autographs, which is kind of weird, but
Oh, cool.
they did that. So yeah, it's cool.
That's so
it's
cool.
it's neat.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's also inspiring just to see those people that you're actually impacting. People like what you're doing, and it's cool to
Yeah.
get that feedback, I bet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. What's your guys' least favorite subject in school? Would you
That's
guys
exactly
take?
where I was going. I was gonna say if you could delete one subject, what would you delete?
Math.
Oh wow.
I love
Math.
math, Max. You can't get rid of math.
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 I'm with Max.
Math is the best one.
I mean, my math personally. I mean, sometimes I daydream during it because my teacher. I mean, I know most of the stuff in there because there's all right, grab out your protractor and measure the angle, and it's so boring. So that's why I want to take it out.
Max, you're insane. Math is by far the best subject.
How?
For
I
me,
like
I'd probably we call it lit comp, or literature / composition.
Oh yeah.
It's the boringest thing ever.
Yeah.
We have to like diagram sentences and stuff, and like
Yeah.
read and annotate books. So like then when
Oh,
Max
dude.
comes into my grade, I can't just give him my old book. We have to buy a whole new book, and I never look at his annotations again.
Right.
The only thing I think that's useful in there is when we do like paragraphs and essays and stuff. But other than that, I never other than if I become a lit comp teacher, I am never going to diagram a sentence. Right? Just like this
All
is a
right.
subject, this is the predicate
I think I
verb.
can vouch for that. Being 21, yeah, I haven't once done it again. So
Exactly. Yes.
I
But
haven't
maybe
either.
it's more of like a, and I'm not trying to defend it here. I'm not trying to be like the Debbie Downer or whatever. But maybe it's more of like like more of an internal skill you're building, not like for actually building the skill of annotating. Maybe it's like just understanding sentences when you're reading better or something. I don't know. I mean, I agree. It's kind of
That's
dumb,
what my mom
yeah.
says.
But
but
reading's like going away. I mean, with all this short form content, people can't even read a whole page anymore. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They got this thing called Speechify that like reads your textbooks for you. Which,
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, it is pretty insane. And I also don't like how that sometimes in like English class they'll have you like read a book, but then like come up with these random like what does it mean and stuff. It's like why can't I just enjoy the book, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like my teacher stops like after every single paragraph. She's like, "All right, so now class, what does that paragraph tell us about this person? And also, how is this family blah 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 and blah 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 blah."
Oh,
So
dude, be
then
careful,
like
Max. What if your
and
teacher
we
sees this, man?
yeah, and then we can't even like finish the like we're supposed to finish like a chapter every single day. And the thing is, like we don't even get through like a chapter in like 3 days. Which is
Yeah, sometimes the questions that they
The
ask you are
teacher's gonna get
crazy.
fired.
Yeah, it makes like no sense. Like sometimes it's just like Jimmy walked to school. Now calculate the mass of the sun. It doesn't make any like they're just it like that was a joke obviously, right? But like they're just like Jimmy walked to school. Now this sentence shows some much deeper thoughts, right?
Yeah.
But maybe
Yeah.
the author is just like Jimmy walked to school, right?
Exactly.
Maybe
When,
he's just
like, when,
walking to
like,
school.
The
Yeah.
teacher will be like, "This showed that he has trauma in his life when he was 3 years old." Get this?
Preach.
Dude, I couldn't agree any more with you,
I
bro.
know.
Dude, yeah. No, it's insane, man. Yeah.
Do you guys have
Yeah.
recess?
yes, I do.
What's
When we
everyone
go to-
doing at recess nowadays?
Kickball. I mean, at least for me,
Oh,
I
they're still
play
playing
kickball, basketball. No more football, really. I mean, I try to play football with like people, but then they all just like kind of say no. So then now
Don't
I'm
wanna get
kind of playing
bodied.
kickball because it, yeah, it's kind of a fun little sport. It's basically like baseball.
Is it like 3 outs in kickball? How do you
Yeah.
play it?
So it's basically where there's 3 outs. You have a batting order. I'm number 3 in a batting order out of 12 people. And then basically there's 4 bases, blah blah blah. And then you have there's a pitcher, you have outfield, you have base first, the
So
people.
it's like baseball, but
Yeah.
with a.
And then but the thing is you don't have infinite fouls. You have 3 fouls and then you're out.
Okay.
Are they still doing like custom pitches and stuff like in school? Because I remember back like when I was young, you could be like, "Oh yeah, like I want that slow baby bouncy," or like I
Oh,
want
that's
that
true.
I
That's
want
so
that
true.
smooth and slow or whatever.
Yeah.
Do they have that, or is it just?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I normally I ask for fast because the friction. This is science, but like the friction when it hits your foot, it goes farther. So then normally I don't really want to slow, but other people say like yeah, slow. Some people don't do it. Some people just do the normal pitch, but otherwise, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, there's always that one guy when you like ask for a pitch and then he just gives you like something that's not even close.
Yeah.
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 I'd like it super slow.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. They're still playing kickball though. I figured people would be like I don't know, just on their phones.
Exactly. That's what I was
trading
thinking. Like
crypto
everyone's
or
just making
something.
TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Yeah, our school has a no digital device policy, so
Oh, good.
gotta keep them in your. Can you keep them in your locker, or can't even have them?
Well, 6th grade and up, you have to give them in your locker.
Oh,
Right.
okay. That's pretty nice. Wait, so do you guys not have computers or anything?
We do for AASA testing. So basically, and also like we do typing lessons. But yeah, we do have.
Oh,
But for
okay.
the most part, yeah, it's a non-digital
Like
school,
all together.
so
Yeah.
they're not
Okay.
taking laptops to every class. It's more of a classical education charter school.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't need to provide the laptops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of schools do that, where you have a laptop and they have more open policies about phones.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I've heard mixed feelings or opinions about
Definitely.
Yeah, we got laptops all over. Like we were like in 6th grade when we got them. Like everybody, I don't
Yeah.
know, it's crazy, but they're giving them to kindergartners though.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
That sound like that.
No, and I remember they had the touch screens too. I was so jealous, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's cool that like they still have schools that like can kind of like cater to like the classic
Yeah.
style of learning, you know,
it. Hmm.
the style of learning that's been working, you know, for years. So,
Dude, I got a good question.
all right.
Do you boys have girlfriends yet?
No, not yet.
All the girls in Max's class, though, love Max. But
I'm
he
in
doesn't
my
really like any
prime.
of them.
Oh, I can see that with those glasses. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You look like you're like in Top Gun or something,
Dude,
dude.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. He's Maverick over there,
Mhm.
or Iceman.
I mean,
Honestly, he's
I do
Iceman.
wear these though to class because I don't really have that good of eyesight.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Little
but otherwise,
Superman action.
yeah, but otherwise, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't really want one yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
valid.
I mean, like, going back to, like, one of the first questions, right, about new language. Max is the Rizzler.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
He has Riz.
and he doesn't even try, dude. It's
got
almost like
Riz,
you're
man?
trying not to
Yeah,
have.
do you kind of do?
I don't really
He has,
try
like,
at it.
he has, like, a Riz field around him where all the girls are like, ooh. Right?
Max's aura.
Dude,
Yeah.
Max, let me hear your best pickup line, bro.
Yeah.
Do you like water?
Uh,
No, hold up. Say answer. Do you like water?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm 70%.
Dang, dude.
That's nice.
Dang, dude. So she's only gonna like 70% of you, bro.
Wow. Where did you hear that?
A friend from school.
Unbelievable.
He just said it.
That's insane.
Oh, dude. That's so good, man. I never even heard that before. That's so
Hmm.
good, bro. You could almost do that with anything. Like, do you like I don't know. Do you like
I
toes?
don't-
I got 10 of them.
Do you like skin?
I'm
'Cause I
full
have it
skin,
all
man.
over my body.
Yeah.
Wow.
dude.
I don't know. That one could go weird on you, though. Let's be careful of that one.
Yeah.
This is maybe why you don't have the Riz.
I know, yeah. I'm not very.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
The girls are only going
Actually-
to slow Will down when he's trying to build some
Build
nuclear
a-
yeah.
reactors.
Exactly. He's like, yeah, don't distract me. I've got plutonium in my hand, right?
Yeah.
When are you gonna be home from work? But shut up, I'm making a nuke, dude. Yeah. Literally, what's gonna be like, dude? That's so funny, man. Well, no, I'm glad to hear you guys are like on track, staying focused, locked in on studies and stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
And
Girls just
yeah.
distract you.
yeah, I don't really think girls matter until like I don't know, you're ready to have a family. You know, then they're I think you could find a wife probably.
Yeah. You boys might, you guys might change your mind a little bit here in the next couple of years. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Hmm. Well, that's cool, man. Anything else? It's been about an hour. Dang, we don't want to take too much of your time if you guys got to go soon.
Yeah, no worries.
I just have a football game at like 12, so.
Oh, good luck.
Yes.
Yep.
Against a new team called the Lions. And
I
we're
thought
doing
you're the
flag
Lions.
football. We're the Dolphins. So,
Dolphins.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. It's flag football, but we're going to go against the Lions at 12. And then it's going to be a double header, so we're going to then go against the Bucks.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So you said you bounce positions. Like, do you know what position you're playing today, or is that kind of like?
Yeah, I'm playing running back and quarterback. I think I'm going to play quarterback for the second half. and
Okay.
then I'm gonna play running back first half.
And we
Okay.
won't post this until like after the game, so they can't know the plan. All right.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. The other
Yeah.
Good thinking.
putting recon
Yeah.
out on our
Gotta
podcast.
make sure then they put all the blitzes in the second half because you don't want him getting the ball.
That's right.
Dang, dude, that's so cool, bro. That's funny.
You got to
I wish
pull
I
up the
was.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
Maybe
some
if
fear in
it's
them.
sunny, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
These are his, so
Oh yeah,
I gotta get his
They
approval.
look. I think they might be yours now. They look pretty
Max,
good.
I
on you.
like
I
it a
think
lot.
you might look
Yeah.
good with these on.
Those
You
ones
should
are
wear these to the
insane.
football game.
Oh, shit.
Hi there.
Dude, I'd be scared if someone pulled up in those.
Yeah.
Just sprinting at you at full speed.
Oh yeah, that's freaky, man.
This
That's
has
so
been
Yeah.
fun.
yeah.
This has been great. Yeah. Thanks for letting us come on.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Is there anything that you guys want to say to the viewers, but before we wrap this up?
Sure. I guess do whatever you want to do as long as it's not crazy.
That's good
Um,
advice.
Great advice.
Mm.
Yes. Be responsible. Have fun. Don't go crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Some good advice. I'm gonna live
always
by
have-
that.
Always have questions.
That's deep.
There's a
Ah.
really good Nick A30 quote. Never back down, never give up.
I like that. I like Nick A30.
that's good. That's good. My closing advice would just be cherish your time with your kids, do cool stuff together, and you won't have any regrets. Take some risks. You know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool, man. I love what you guys are doing, and good luck at your football game, Max. Really
Heck yeah.
appreciate you guys. And yeah, we should stay in touch. If you guys need anything, you can reach out to us.